Hello everyone, this is Irie Babel. Welcome to Christmas markets and the famous Cathedral of Strasbourg, France. We will also visit Colmar, a small village in the Alsace region. The historic city of Strasbourg is located in the Alsace region of France, also known as the Champagne region. If you love wine, Christmas, beautiful views, and Gothic architecture, this is a good place to start. Strasbourg's unique location offers many opportunities for short day trips to Germany or to Switzerland or to many small villages that are picturesque and nearby. The city dates back to 12 BC but became a French city in 1681, then German after the Franco Prussian War, then French, switching back to German after World War I, and again, finally back to French control after World War II. It is now known as a formal seat of the European Parliament and is located in eastern France near the German border. With a distinctive French and German influence, this unique mix makes it a surprising, diverse city. Strasbourg's rich history also allows it to hold 2 UNESCO designations. This city may remind you of something out of an enchanted fairy tale, and at Christmas time you definitely will not be able to resist taking photos at every turn. Strasbourg is also known as the Christmas capital of France and for its seasonal Christmas markets, and definitely one of the best times to visit. Dating from 1570, the Strasbourg Christmas Market is the oldest Christmas market in France and one of the oldest in Europe. The city's rich architectural heritage embraces styles from the medieval, Renaissance, the Romantic, and to the Art Nouveau. The Old Town is a mix of narrow streets and alleys. The La Petite France neighborhood is the Old Town of Strasbourg, only a short walk from the cathedral. It once housed millers and tanners. Most of the houses in La Petite France, which are surrounded by 4 canals, date back to the 16th and 17th centuries. At the edge of the district are 4 14th century towers, which remain of the town's original ramparts. The old town buildings are elaborately decorated with delight, and designs may include a few teddy bears. The half-timbered front of the houses come alive in the summer with colorful flowers which hang from the balconies and the bridges, but in Christmas season they are adorned with lights and intricate Christmas displays. The name of the area derives from its history as a hospice during the 16th century. These same narrow streets are now filled with outdoor restaurants and shops. Just a short drive from Strasbourg is a small village of Colmar. Colmar is also in the Alsace region of northeastern France, closer to the German border. It is affectionately known as Little Venice. The name probably comes from the original line of houses on both sides of the river, which served the southeast of the city. Maybe it should be named Little Germany, because this is a definite Germanic influence here. Its old town has cobblestone streets lined with half-timbered medieval and early Renaissance buildings. Similar to Strasbourg, every building is decorated with intricate Christmas displays, but this is no big city. It is a charming and magical. It's Alsatian medieval at its best, and again in the summer, each building and bridges and houses are adorned with flowers galore. Gothic 13th century Église Saint Martin Church stands at the central place as Place de la Cathedral. The city is on Alsace's wine route as well, and local vineyards specialize in Riesling and Gewürztraminer wines. If you drink wine, don't ask for anything but Alsace, or you'll get the nastiest look from all these around you. Locals live and breathe for their wine, and after all, this is Alsace. Don't forget to also try the local Alsatian specialty, something like a flatbed pizza called the tarte flambée or flammkuche. An Alsatian sauerkraut meal also cooked with different meats and vegetables and potatoes, equally delicious. After this wonderful meal, we will return to Strasbourg to take a look at one of its famous landmarks, the Strasbourg Cathedral, the Notre Dame. The Strasbourg Cathedral de Notre Dame is known as one of the most beautiful Gothic cathedrals in Europe. and according to their website, one of the most visited cathedrals in France, with 2.5 million visitors aside from the famous Notre Cathedral in Paris, which is currently closed for renovations due to a fire. This cathedral will reopen in summer of 2024, just in time for the Paris Summer Olympics. The cathedral stands on the exact site of a Roman temple built on a little hill above the muddy ground. The first version appeared in the year 1002, destroyed by war, was rebuilt and destroyed, and after a rebuilding started in 1015, additional fires again destroyed most of the original Romanesque building. Rebuilt at the end of the 12th century, this time with red stones carried from a nearby mountain, the cathedral was renovated in the Gothic architectural style. Notre Dame de Strasbourg Cathedral is one of the masterpieces of medieval architecture, having both the Romanesque style on the apse and transept with a Gothic style of the nave and facade. The high spire of 143 meters was for the longest time the highest monument in Christianity. The cathedral became a Protestant church, and after the incorporation of Strasbourg into France in 1681, the cathedral was returned to the Catholics and then dedicated back to the Virgin. The cathedral has many treasures: stained glass windows dating back to 12th and the 14th century, the St. Pancras altar dating to 1522 from Danglersheim, and the 17th century's tapestries, and finally the astronomical clock. The astronomical clock, principal work of the Renaissance, this clock is an invention put together by various artists, mathematicians, and technicians, Swiss watchmakers, sculptors, painters, and creators of automations. The present mechanisms date from 1842. The first Strasbourg astronomical clock, called La Horloge de Troyes, was being built from 1352 to 1354, but it stopped working in the beginning of the 16th century. According to the legend, the local authorities of Strasbourg ordered that the constructor of the clock should be blinded so he could not try to rebuild something like it ever again. The first clock had the main statue of the clock representing the Virgin Mary holding baby Jesus in her arms in front of her. Every hour, the three kings would step out of their chambers and the music announced the time. Now the astronomical clock offers you a view of different stages of life, which are the personified of a child, a teenager, an adult, and an old man who passes before death. There is much to see and do in Strasbourg. Strasbourg has a large university with a significant student population, about 20%, including students from the USA and around the world. Strasbourg is a vibrant cosmopolitan city with a wonderful modern art museum, vibrant mix not only of French and German, but a diverse immigrant population, Roman and Gothic architecture, romantic and modern moods, offering something for everyone. Visiting in Christmas time was wonderful, the season, the lights, and not too crowded. You might miss the ambience of being outdoors in a wine season, but you will not miss the overcrowded streets. In the summer, in addition to seeing the city landscapes and the warmer temperatures, take the scenic wine route for a different and more epic view of the region. Some notable things to see in the area other than the city of Strasbourg and Colmar, notably, are the village of Nancy, Mulhouse, and the wine region's many small villages, and also Chateau de Haut-Konigsberg. The castle video is yet to come. Eguisheim, Roberville, also just to name a few more, are in close proximity. Also, Germany and Switzerland. Whatever you decide to do, I hope you enjoy your visit to this area. And please, as always, have a great go at good adventure. Keep traveling. As always, thank you to TC for your assistance with filming. Merci, à bientôt.